You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal! He was a good man! He knew too much about our Russia operations. He had to die, and now you die too.
Alright, this is honestly one of the most interesting things I've seen in AI video in a while. Over the past few days, Seedance 2.0 has been showing up everywhere, ex-Reddit, creator communities, and the reactions feel very different this time. There isn't some massive marketing campaign behind it. It's mostly creators sharing clips, experiments, and people genuinely reacting with that "wait, what" moment. If you've been following AI video tools, you probably already know Seedance. Previous versions were already impressive, especially when it came to motion and realism. But Seedance 2.0 feels like a noticeable step forward. Not just better visuals, but more coherent, more stable, and honestly more usable looking outputs. One of the biggest shifts people are talking about is how multimodal the workflow appears to be. Instead of relying purely on text prompts, Seedance 2.0 seems to allow mixing different types of inputs, images, video references, audio, and text all together. So instead of just describing a scene, you're effectively guiding it with actual assets. Think about that practically. You upload a character reference image, add a motion reference clip, include background music, write your prompt, and instead of treating everything separately, the model interprets it as one unified instruction. That's a pretty big conceptual shift. What honestly surprised me the most were the examples people have been sharing. I spent quite some time going through videos on X and other platforms, and the quality is genuinely hard to ignore. Many of these clips are so good that if you didn't already know they were AI generated, you probably wouldn't even question them. And the crazy part is, a lot of them are reportedly created from just a single prompt. People are generating everything: anime-style sequences, cartoon animations, cinematic-looking scenes, even edits that feel like alternate versions of well-known movies. For example, I came across clips where creators were reimagining iconic film moments. One that really stood out was an alternate Titanic-style climax scene where Jack's fate is visually reinterpreted. Completely AI-generated, yet shockingly convincing. Then there are videos featuring celebrities in scenarios that never actually happened. Things like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fighting in a cinematic sequence, fully synthetic, but rendered with a level of realism that genuinely makes you pause. Another example that perfectly captures the creative flexibility here: someone humorously finished the entire Lord of the Rings storyline in seconds. Instead of multiple films and hours of narrative, the ring simply gets thrown into the volcano almost immediately. Obviously playful, but it highlights how easily narrative structures can be reshaped. But the example that genuinely blew my mind was something else entirely. A creator reportedly generated a 10-minute long animated fight sequence using Seedance 2.0. According to the discussions around it, the entire process took roughly 8 hours and cost around $60. Think about that for a moment. 10 minutes of animated content, motion, choreography, visual continuity, produced primarily through prompting rather than traditional animation workflows. That's not just impressive, that's a serious shift in creative economics. And it's not limited to cinematic scenes either. Creators are also using Seedance 2.0 for motion design and workflows, generating dynamic visuals starting from just a single image, static assets evolving into fluid animations with surprisingly clean motion behavior. Visual quality improvements are also part of the conversation. Cleaner textures, better lighting behavior, more polished looking scenes overall. Not just flashy outputs, but clips that actually look closer to something creators could integrate into real projects. Now, here's an important practical detail that a lot of people are confused about. As of now, Seedance 2.0 is officially released in China and primarily accessible through Chinese AI platforms, which means getting access globally isn't exactly simple. People trying to use it are dealing with things like needing a Chinese phone number, changing App Store regions, and going through multiple verification steps. Honestly, a lot of technical friction. And for most creators, that effort probably isn't worth it right now, because wider availability is clearly coming. Seedance 2.0 is coming soon to Higgsfield AI, and this is actually a very important detail. If you're not familiar, Higgsfield AI is a generative AI platform designed specifically for creators. The focus isn't on overwhelming complexity, it's on practical workflows, video creation, visual storytelling, fast iteration, clean interfaces. Upload your assets, guide the model with prompts, refine outputs quickly, which is why this integration is so interesting. Because if Seedance 2.0's motion quality and consistency meet Higgsfield's creator-friendly workflow, that combination could be seriously powerful. If you want updates once Seedance 2.0 becomes available on Higgsfield, check the links in the description. You can enter your email there and get notified the moment it goes live. But honestly, my simple advice, instead of jumping through hoops trying to access Chinese platforms, it's probably smarter to just wait a few days. Because once it lands properly on global platforms like Higgsfield, everything will be much smoother and far more accessible. Zooming out for a second, AI video is evolving insanely fast right now. Every few months, something shifts what feels possible. Seedance 2.0 looks like it might be one of those shifts. I'll definitely be testing this deeper once it becomes fully accessible. This is Techie Sapien. Stay curious, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.